yourself available for God to use. That is my topic this hour. Make yourself available for God to use. Today is the last day of the month of September 2024. Now, make yourself available for God to use. A lot of us will say, how do I make myself available? How do I make myself available? You make yourself available by being consistency with God. Be consistent with God. When you are consistent with God, you don't put anything first before God. Yes, you put God first before any other thing. Because you are consistent with God, you put him first in your career, in your business, in this first month, in the first day, tomorrow, you put him first. You make everything possible to please God. The Bible says, with God, all things are possible. Don't believe in the report of a man. Believe the report of God. Because it's only the report of God that will stand. Only what God says that will stand. And when God says yes, nobody can say no. The will of God supersedes the will of man. Man propose, God dispose. Give God that time. Give God that strength you have now. Put him first. In that your business, put God first. In that particular business you are doing, put God first. In your marriage, put God first. In your career, put God first. Where you are working, put God first. In your education, put God first. In your journey of life, put God first. Then you will realize that it is God that is working everything fast for you. God can change your story in a twinkle of an eye if you are consistent with him. So many of us today, we are not consistent with God because we want to get it on our own way. The will of man is not the will of God. Child of God, prepare your spirit as we enter the month of October. Focus, be consistent with God. Once you are consistent with God, there is nothing that you will not achieve. Even if it's one day before this year end, you will get your desire being accomplished. So therefore, don't lose hope. Don't give up. Don't believe that it's not possible. With God, everything is possible. On a sincere note, you have to consider yourself being consistency with God. When you are consistent with God in your marriage, in your career, in your business, in your education, in your journey of life, in everything you do as a man, as a woman, as a boy, as a girl, once you are consistent with God, you will get that greatness. Greatness comes from God. It does not come from man. Only God can give you that desire of your heart, not man. And if God did not touch man to do it, man will not do it. So, sisters and brothers, God is a covenant-keeping God who does not disappoint those that trust in him and have belief in him and have trust in him and have focus in him. Is our great God. Don't let anything to distract you. Don't let anything to confuse you about God. God is real. God is reality. Be consistent with God. Part 1. Shalom.